Hello, everybody, and welcome back to. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a good start. Welcome back to Malts and Meeple's YouTube channel, where who knows if the webcam's gonna work. Activate. Alright, I think the webcam's working again. Let's check. It's working. Alright, now, question is. That's working. And the webcam stopped working. You know what? We don't need the webcam today. We don't need no stinking webcam. I forgot to also check this one. Perfect. My hands are moving. We can see the player boards this time. Forgot to do one last bit of setup here. I could probably get the webcam working pretty fast. I might try in a second here. I'm going to try one thing real quick here. Generally, the rule of thumb is if the webcam's not working, unplug it and plug it back in. And hope you don't unplug the sound. That's step 2 of the process. So let's see what happened there. Unplugged it, plugged it back in. Theoretically, that maybe did the trick. So I sit back down and let's check it out. Not yet. Gonna try one last thing. Deactivate. Now, and then reactivate. I'm sure I'll see myself moving on there, but will it stick? Will it stick this time? We're going to give it a whirl, see if it does. I haven't paused yet. That's a decent sign. I can't stay still enough to make it look like it paused again. So far so good. Let's get into close enough. We aren't doing the chapter 1 this is so confusing. Basically, we're skipping over one of the missions because we're picking a different one instead, one of the lab locations. C4B, mission brief. It's called Close Enough, Abaddon, Site Number 2 Science Facility. You enter the bridge just as Camriel begins the descent towards your target. Gwendar, in person. Hey, Commander. Nice to meet you. I'm Gwendar, and I'm the ship's medic, cook, and occasional rear gunner, depending on the situation. You might say I'm really looking forward to following your missions. Ambrosius hired me a few weeks back when I was, well, it doesn't matter. But to finally get going on some missions in such a capable commander is exciting, and Ambrosius. There's no need to fawn over the commander quite so brazenly, Lieutenant. Now back to business. Commander, as I pointed out earlier, Site 2 is reliant on security surveillance from an orbital platform, meaning that it's currently completely blind except for the pirate guards patrolling the surrounding area. I've ordered Camriel to drop you off right next to the facility's west entrance. Camriel on comms. Please ready your team, Commander. We're going to be ready to drop in 15 minutes. And we're going to keep Tarira as commander, just so I don't forget. You open the hatch just before the ship touches ground, and a whirlwind of pollen, bugs, and flowers surrounds the ship. Though the now airborne flora or through the now airborne flora, you can see the facility. It's much closer than expected. I have it set up. Guard, in person. What the hell? Shit, it's a raid. Control. This is Control. Damn it, the comms are out. Get the alarm override. Embracius on con. Maybe we dropped you guys off too close to the facility. Don't you dare judge me. It's not like you've never made mistakes. But kill these telltales before they can alert their superior. Then proceed on your mission. So there is no turn limit this time. Let's get back down to the board. There's no turn limit, so nothing to track here. Just every 2 times I flip, they move, and they move 2 towards this console. And they're not attacking, anything like that. They just want to get... Oh my goodness. Really? Really? You should be able to see my hand right now. Nothing wants to stay connected. Deactivate. Activate. Okay, I can see my hand. That's a good sign. Let's hope that sticks. Okay, so far so good. Have my gin and tonic. And give me 1 second here. I have a kid knocking at the downstairs door, so I'm going to check on with him. And back again. Hopefully I have sound. Hopefully I have video. Yes. Still have both of those. So, as I was saying, we don't want them to get to this console. Can't go through here yet. They're going to move 2 spaces, and we have to stop them from ending next to the console. I have Tarira here and Gia here. So, time to start shooting. Let's get to the closer up on the map here. We're gonna go here. These guys have 4 health and a shield. So we're going to start with a pulse rifle. 2 damage to somebody within range 7. 2 is definitely within that range. 4 damage. So only 3 goes through because of the shield. And then I'm going to do charge. 1, 2. Boom. First one's gone. I'm assuming we're going to run across more. These guys are not too difficult to take out at this point in time. Charge does 2 damage, so Now up top, just have a blaster. If I put that in number 4, I deal 4 damage, but it doesn't go through shield. So that's 3 damage there. And then don't have much. Much that I want to do here. I'm looking through. I'm just going to move. Basic movement. No, I'm going to rest. I'm going to rest. Get that back faster because now it cools down. Let me show you the status of how the cooldowns are looking here. Wrong one. So, popping off next turn. This is sitting here. So this guy's going to go 1, 2. Which means I need to get in here and work at cutting him off. Both characters refresh. Oh. Yeah. He's now here, working his way here. I have to get in there, cut him off for sure. Just going to do a basic... You know what? I'm going to do tactical positioning. Spend 1. I need an extra movement here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And goes there. Because now I can do a basic interact action. And it only deals 1. So I'm looking for a plus 1. I'm spending all my focus right now. Literally. I guess let's move there. And not do enough damage to them. So these guys cool down. Over to Tarira. We're going to do a basic move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And unfortunately, I can't shoot that guy. Not quite close enough. So, basic move again. 1, 2. Let's actually hang back here. Let him come to me. Get my charge back. That'll be enough to take him out if nothing else. Both refresh. And now I'll just do a tail whip. Take him off the board. And then cool down. So we have defeated him. If you don't, you just replay it. Oh boy. So, Comrail. Commander, I believe this facility may be more heavily defended than we assumed. A large patrol has returned and is heading your way. Maybe you can ambush them and get their ID cards in order to disable the alarm system. Just make sure they don't reach the alarm. So, Console stays. It doesn't tell us to remove anything. We set ourselves up 8 here, and then I need yellow 1 and 2 now as well. So red 1 and 2. Two guards again. And thankfully the other 2 are thugs. It says eliminate the enemies, disable the console. All enemies move 1 square towards the console, always taking the shortest route. If a player finds themselves within line of sight of the enemy at the end of a player turn, or if they attack the enemy, change to coordinated attack. So we have to eliminate all enemies, then disable the console. If we don't do that in the right order, it doesn't count. In a cloaking suit, and then basic move. So I need to count. I would assume that no matter what. So right now I'm just going to use this card here. Oh, first off, that doesn't happen. Red goes. 1, 1. They're in no rush. They don't know we're here yet. That's a good sign. Then I'll do what I did. Now, yellow goes. And we're back to red will be activating next. We've taken 1 turn. Let's see, I can go 1, 2, 3. Shoot that guy. Potentially enough to take him out. It's only 2. I could get up to 3. It's risky. Let's do it. So we're going to charge. I don't love that. I'm going to do a basic move. 1, 2, 3. There, I'm at the door. I could charge into them. I'm not going to. I'm going to shoot with my pulse rifle. I'm going to spend a red token to add 1 damage. So it's 4 currently. You know what? I'm going to risk it. One side has a +2. 4. I'll do 4 to number 2. That's my turn. And we switch over to coordinated attack. Red's going first, of course. But I wonder, can I get in there? I don't have my rifle. I'm going to rest one. And then I only need to do 2 and range 5. 1, 2, 3. Take him off the board. I'm now visible up here. Everything shifts down 1. So I'm going to flip the... Oh, you can't see what I did there. I flipped the cloaking card upside down. Why? Because I'm no longer cloaked. So nearest player advances, attacks for 2, and then moves 1 closer. So I need to take him out fast. Huh. It's not... Well, I'm decently misled up. We're going to go with the T-ray gun. Oh, I forgot to slide those down 1. So that's slightly better. It is my first action. So I'm doing 2 damage. 1. But then I get +1 to my next action. It's just going to be a basic interact. Why? Because let's re-roll that one. So that's 2 damage. Now I could take him out, but that means that yellow will start activating every single time, which might be worth it. They're still further away. So I'm going to charge. I have to put that in the very top one here. All I'm going to do is go here, take him out, but now we're permanently on yellow. Like, this is just set on yellow up here. So that is a risk. Ooh, I don't have that color. Bummer. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where we should be at. Really? I messed that up. We were supposed to start in this area. Well, let's see what happens. Anyway. I'm going to rest 1. Put that on 4. Oh yeah, these, I'm going to put it on 3. These guys have less health. Take that one out. This one is going to go towards the last activated player. He has range 4. So I'll actually just, I think, move there. Shoot for 1. Bump down the shield there. Then move 1 this way. Oh yeah, I've been forgetting to cool down, which is important. I'm going to rest once and drop out my pulsar rifle. Take him out. Then I'm going to basic move there. And then I'm going to use my extra action here to do a basic interact. So I get to pull out 2. I'm not the right person to be doing this, but after this turn, we're going to have one last time to go. So 2, flip, final turn of this chunk. We'll have to... I can't get my good character, or can I? Let's see. It's within range 2. I need to move 5. It's not worth it. Well, 3. Oh, no. Nope. Basic interact. Draw 2 yellows. Basic interact again. I have 5 in my hand here. Hopefully there's one of the color I need. Yellow. Purple, okay. So success. Mission update 2A. The last guard hits the floor and you open the comm channel again. Camerial comm. Commander, we've been able to download the schematics for the rest of the facility. It seems there are 2 ways to the main research area. The north leads through the guard quarters and the south through the scientist civilian quarters. The security system and containment procedures only allow us to open one hallway at a time. The other hallway will remain locked, but if you hurry, we'll be able to emulate the standard access procedures and you'll get in unnoticed. Which one of the quarters do you want to go to? Well, thank you for the presentation, Crime Reel, but I have a few suggestions. Order since I'm in command. I don't see the need to take unnecessary risk. Take the south route through the civilian quarters. It'll be easier to eliminate unarmed scientists should you be spotted. You know how I feel about witnesses. Yes, we murdered somebody for you. So I'm assuming I need to get to here. Don't know what the map looks like. If they don't allow me to reposition to say this section, this one does make the most sense because we're going to be on a timer again most likely. But going through here might mean that we have a clear path out if we have to say run back out this way. And we're not dealing with those. So I'm going to disobey orders. I'm going to go with guard. Oh, so Ambrosius is not pleased with us. So for both these people, still more favored by him. At least for Tarira. Had we gone to the other one, we would have added one mark to our cautious, which that'd have been nice. Commander, you disappoint me. Are you ready to do what it takes to finish the job? Seems like you have a soft spot for those who can't defend themselves. But is that wise, I wonder? Sooner or later, you'll be forced to make a hard decision. We already killed a civilian. Or, well, no, technically a guard. But, no, researcher. Never mind. Technically a researcher. Yeah. We've proven we can do that. We're here to win the long game of my species' existence in the galaxy. As you see the code loading on the screen, you promptly shift your focus towards the door as it slides open you, exposing you to anyone and anything in the enemy quarters. C4BA. So, we removed this blocked entrance. Have we fought Nightbanes? I think we have. So, yellow one here is an enforcer. One. We fought 2 Nightbanes before. They're not that hard. Well, I say that now. I don't have my really good weapon ready to go here. And enemies do activate first. So we'll see what happens with that. That could go sideways. And then patrol droids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Disorganized defense. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. That one was team size. You might be, why did I come to 3? That doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't make any sense. And then 2 doors. I should have grabbed those when I was doing this. On this blocking doorway. It's now down here. Almost ready. Here we have the doors. Let's see what happens. So the goal is to get 1 player through these doors. Success. Wow. Note to self, don't cough. Success is us eliminating the Nightbanes and Enforcers. Get 1 player through the blast doors. Players not making through will be recovered after the mission. 11 turns. So special rules. You have to open both blast doors to be able to get through. And these guys don't activate until round 2. automated attack, but currently we are in not coordinated. They're not coordinated. They are disorganized. And was on yellow. So nearest player, you're just going to move as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we have it. Failure if the turn token reaches 0 or all players are unconscious. All are recovered after the mission, painting 1 scar. And if we can do this without activating these guys, it's even better. So let's start a little light tactical positioning, I think. One, two, three, 4, 5. I don't love that. You're in there deep. We're going to throw on cloaking as well. So we're invisible in there. Everything cools down by 1. Because I don't have my good weapon yet. I also don't have charge on Torira. So we're going to... I do have weapons, though. I have 3 range, so let's do a basic move. You know what? I'll take it. I move 1, I get a shield back. I'm going to basic move again. 1, 2. Good enough for me. We're set. Red's going to go. This one is going for the nearest enemy. Have a range of 2. 1, 2. And I've always done range 1 attacks require you to be adjacent. So I'm not going to do anything there. This one's going to attack the nearest and then move to the nearest. So 1, 2. Still hanging out invisible back there. So I'm going to rest once with Gia. And then I'm going to drop out of cover and just take this guy out. 4 damage. It's worth it. And I still have an action left. I'm going to do a Blade Fury. You might be like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do an action I haven't done yet the whole time here. I'm going to do Concentrate to get 2 focus back. Then everything cools down. Now we're over here. I have people next to me, or I will soon. But I'm going to rest to get back my pulse rifle. I'm going to use my pulse rifle, 1 red, and four damage. Boom. Took him off the board. That means yellow is now just the only one activating. I've done my 2 actions there. So, yellow going to attack the nearest player. It's range of 6. So, shoots for 1, ignoring shield. I might have done that wrong before. Severe head trauma. Place this on 3. Range or interact are 1 less that I get to do. That's not ideal, Excuse me. So then, so I knock over the console. Both of you guys are back. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a basic move to start. 1, 2. Now I could just charge in there. I'm going to charge. I'm going to charge because one, 2. That deals 2 damage to this guy. He has 5 health though, so that's not enough to take him out yet. Drop another turn. Wait, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be there. And now our friend with our head trauma here. I have 1 less range. Didn't say less damage. So I can just put this here on 4. I could do it on 3, but obviously I can't. Well, you can't see it right now. I can't. Wrong one. I can't on 3 because I have this. So I'm putting it on 4. Taking them out. No enemies to activate until these guys go online, which means I need to push for some tactical positioning here. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything cools down by 1. So now I need to get in here and work on these doors. Fortunately, Gia's going to be good at that. So let's start with Gia. I want to get rid of that though. So we're not going to start with Gia because we have a couple turns here. We're going to do a basic move. Come on. 2. I'm not going to be able to heal like I was hoping. So I'm just going to move again. 2. Just go right there. So I'm going to use my infiltration unit. Which, shield up, not worth it right now. So I'm drawing 4. On both of them. So here's door 1. So I'm just going to grab a big handful. Hopefully that's 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for 8. So door 1. Yellow. Red. Yellow. For door 1. Door 2, purple, white, yellow. Let's keep purple. Then we're going to do a basic interaction on the one that I'm adjacent to, which is the top one. I get to draw 2. Well, I overkilled that one. 2 yellows. That one's taken care of. Put them back in here. Flip There we go. We still have one last round before those guys activate. Remember, we don't have to take them out. So, forgot to do the cooldown. I did cheat there slightly, so we played on normal mode, not hard mode that time. I've been playing hard mode. So, oh, that was just for the range. Never mind. So we were perfectly fine with that. We'll do a basic movement. Move to here. And then a basic interact. Yeah, there's no way for me to get out of here. But I do get to draw 2. So I'm looking for a purple. Go down deep into this bag. I think this is a red and a purple. Or 2 purples. So this door is open as well. Unfortunately, that was my last action here. So these guys are now active. Change to automated attack type. Where's disorganized attack go? So they don't get to activate immediately. I get to go here still. They have 5 health, huh? Could deal 1. Then 2. Let's try this. We're going to go... No. We are going to do a basic move. Move 1. Gain back a shield. And then a basic move. I'm off the board. So I've escaped. These 2 are going to attack. They're going to go... Oh, both of them can hit me right there. So I have 1 shield left. They don't go through shield. So I take 1 wound, a 0. What it's doing is it's bumping it back up for me, unfortunately. Then 2 more, a 0. And then a 4. Some light, severe internal bleeding. Some light, severe. No, it's just severe internal bleeding. It is most certainly not light internal bleeding here. That was not a good one. Not a good move, but I have 1 final turn and 1 character who needs to get out. So, I think I'll have no, I'm going to activate Gia, just basic move. I get a shield back. And I'm going to have rested before I do that, because then at the end of her turn, she's out. We lose the severe head trauma. We still have severe internal bleeding. But they did activate. So we're looking for 5B. Correct. 5B. Mission update 5B. C4B. Mission update 5B. Aftermath. So we're going to be headed to our next mission after this. When ready, continue. The mission has certainly pushed you beyond your basic abilities. Adapt and overcome is the only way to ensure success in the future. Every character may upgrade one of their own character's 2 basic action cards with 1 sticker of their choice from the Legacy sticker sheet So, we don't have legacy sticker sheets yet. But we do have this. Which offer some unique things here. And what I'm going to do is I don't have a great pen or anything like that. So I'm going to go... I'm going to circle the upgrade that I do. So for Gia, it's basic interact gets an extra die. If I spend, not a yellow, if I spend a green. I'm going to square it so I remember, or put a star, or both. I'm going to do stars from here on out. And I'm going to do a basic move ability for Tarira to allow we're going for an extra die. For her, the big thing is I want that die potentially to get shields. I was going to do the blue one, which allowed me to move an enemy, or not an enemy, an ally, a space, but that didn't make as much sense. So, you hear the droids behind you as you hurry through the door. A few shots also manage to hit the door frame. You quickly close the door and type in a code and lock it. Cutting it a bit close, wouldn't you say, Commander? Don't delay any longer. We're getting close. And this is Ambrosius. Unfortunately, it seems the whole facility knows you're coming. We'll try and disable the system controlling the patrol droids using our remote connection. Otherwise, they might cut off your escape route. So, we're going to start with C5B. And our mission layout is going to be different because we activated those droids. But that is it. That is our session of Rogue Angels. That was almost disaster at the end there. Gia still would have gotten her or continued on, but she'd have had a scar, which actually isn't the worst thing for her, oddly enough. But she only has room for 6 scars, whereas Tarira is much more solid as you go. So, let me know your thoughts. How do you think this mission went? Leave a comment down below. And if you enjoy this content, please give the video a thumbs up. If you want to join me for these streams, I go live at 8 p.m. Central Time on Wednesdays for this. And then 9 p.m. Central on Mondays as I play through various small solo games. So if you're interested in some small solo games, or eventually I'm going to be doing some mini painting, come join me then. The best way, though, to know when I go live is simply to subscribe and click that notification bell. I really appreciate everybody who has subscribed thus far. And if you want more content, you can check out my website, nerdologist.com. The description is in the link is in the description below. And I write about board games, manga, anime, movies, comics, all sorts of stuff like that. As well as I have a podcast, which you can find over there, or wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcast from, because it's a Marvel podcast. 10-minute Marvel, if you're interested in something like that. But with that, bottoms up.